As summer comes to an end, so does the Cup Series regular season. The past 10 years, the current playoff system have provided for some of the most exciting, drama-filled moments in the sport's history. While longtime fans have voiced their criticisms, frustrations, disdain, synonyms for hate for the current model, this is what we've been stuck with. After my last video, I had a number of people close to me that are new to the sport ask for clarification on the playoffs and how they work. While it would be fun to bash the system yet again, I feel like a simple, in-depth explanation would be the best way for new fans to get an understanding of the postseason rolling into the final 10 weeks. So, without further ado, here's the NASCAR Playoffs for Dummies. Before I get ahead of myself, we need a little more context. I mentioned in the last video that NASCAR expanded to a 16-team model in 2014. What I didn't explain was that the playoffs underwent another makeover in 2017 with the introduction of stage racing. NASCAR races used to be run green to checkered flag, with cautions only being thrown when incidents occurred, debris was present on the racetrack, or conditions weren't fit for racing. What NASCAR had a horrible habit of doing was throwing phantom cautions to bunch the field back up. For this and other reasons, NASCAR would introduce stage racing in 2017, giving at least 2 guaranteed cautions every race, and also awarding points for the top 10 at the end of every stage, giving credit to those who ran up front all day, even if they didn't finish well. The winner of each stage would be awarded 10 regular season points, and additionally, 1 playoff point, which drivers could carry all the way through the playoffs, thus incentivizing running up front and collecting playoff points like Infinity Stones to set themselves up for success in the postseason. The winner of each race would also receive 5 playoff points, making winning even more valuable, as NASCAR had wanted for years. This would allow a driver to reset their points throughout each round of the playoffs based on how many playoff points they had, for better or worse. This made the regular season much more important than in the decade prior. Race winners would also be guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Wait, hold on, what does that say? Oh, okay. Yes, winning a race would guarantee someone a playoff spot so long as there weren't more than 16 winners in the 26-race regular season. While it hasn't happened yet, the parity of the Gen 7 car currently in use could give us this scenario, where we have to boot out a regular season winner based on points. The win and you're in premise has definitely led to controversy, but remains as a factor of the postseason, regardless of how far back someone might be, to give every team 26 chances to make the big dance. Seeding occurs based on the amount of playoff points accrued during the first 26 races, with the regular season champion getting 15 playoff points for their achievement, second getting 10, third getting 8, then goes on a sliding scale all the way down to 10th place. Once the field of 16 teams is set, the fight for the championship is against one another, not to mention racing against all those who didn't make the playoffs as well. Winning races takes even more importance, as a win in any round leading up to the championship is an automatic ticket to the next round. This follows the win and you're in mentality, while also providing an opportunity for drivers to earn even more playoff points without risking their round performance. After each round of 3 races, the bottom 4 in points are eliminated, the remaining drivers are reseeded based on playoff points, and the cut line shifts to the next 4 drivers at the bottom. As the playoffs continue, diverse tracks and styles of racing present themselves to provide ample opportunity for even lower seeds to advance. At the end of the round of 8, 4 drivers remain to duke it out in a winner-take-all championship. For this race, playoff points become null and void. The final 4 race against each other, with the highest finishing driver hoisting the Bill France Cup at the end of the day. The NASCAR playoffs are convoluted, complicated, and can at times seem a bit unfair. If you have displeasures with the current system, I'd love to hear them, and probably agree with you down below in the comments. What I can say is NASCAR tries to have their cake and eat it too. Sometimes it works out well for them, sometimes they choke on the cake. However, in my opinion, they have done a good job of setting up the system they wanted in a fashion that promotes what they want the sport to be. Hard racing, drama out the wazoo, and rightful talent earning its keep at year's end. It's not perfect, but it's done a great job helping NASCAR get out of the hole it was in for nearly a decade. So let's enjoy some playoff racing this fall. Thank you all once again for watching. This channel skyrocketed after my last video, and I cannot express enough how much I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, give it some love down low. And until next time, pull those belts tight, race hell, praise Dale, and happy racing.